Hi everyone, and I'm super excited to announce something that I have been working on for a while. A complete start to finish course on the Cisco DevNet Associate version 1.1. The exam code is 200-901. Whether you are just starting out in the world of network automation or looking to level up your IT career, or maybe just curious about how software and networking come together, then this course is for you. Here is the deal. The DevNet Associate certification is all about bridging the gap between traditional network and modern software development. It's not just about configuring routers and switches anymore. It is about automating those tasks, working with APIs, building applications, and making networks smarter and faster and more efficient. And guess what? I am going to walk you through everything you need to know to not only pass the exam, but also to actually use these skills in the real world. And that is not all. For every topic we cover in the videos, I will also create a detailed post on my website. These posts will include key takeaways, additional resources, and code snippets, and even practice questions to help you reinforce what you have learned. So whether you prefer watching videos or reading through written content, I have got you covered. So why get certified? Getting certified as a Cisco DevNet Associate is a smart move for anyone looking to build a career in network automation or software development or IT infrastructure. Let me break it down for you. So, for example, you will future proof your career. The tech world is shifting fast. Networks aren't just about hardware anymore, they are about softwares, APIs, and automation. Companies now are looking for people who can bridge the gap between traditional networking and modern software development. By getting the DevNet Associate certification, you are showing employers that you are not stuck in the past and you are ready to handle the future of IT, where networks are programmable, scalable, and agile. You will also learn skills that actually matter. This certification isn't just about memorizing facts or passing a test, it's about gaining practical skills that you can use in a real world scenarios. You will learn how to automate repetitive tasks using Python and other scripting languages. You will be able to work with APIs to integrate different systems and tools. You will also build and deploy applications that interact with Cisco platforms and understand DevOps principles and how they apply to networking. These skills that are in high demand right now, and they are only going to become more important as technology evolves. You will also open doors to new opportunities. With a DevNet Associate certification, you are not limited to one type of a job. You could work as a network automation engineer, or as a software developer, or a cloud engineer, or even a solution architect. The skills you learn are applicable across a wide range of roles and industries. Plus, Cisco certifications are recognized and respected worldwide, so you will have opportunities no matter where you are. You will also gain confidence in your abilities. There is something incredibly empowering about mastering new skills and earning a certification. It's proof that you have put in the work, that you understand the material, and that you are capable of applying it in real world situations. That confidence can make a huge difference in your career, whether you are negotiating a pay rise, or applying for a new job, or taking on a challenging project. You will make your job easier. Let's face it, networking can be a bit tedious. For example, configuring devices or troubleshooting issues and managing networks manually is time consuming and prone to errors. With the skills you gain from the DevNet Associate certification, you will be able to automate those tasks, making your job easier and more efficient. And you will also have more time to focus on the interesting, high value work that really matters. You will be more valuable to your employer. So companies are always looking for ways to do more with less. If you can automate processes or integrate systems or develop custom solutions, you will be a huge asset to your organization. That means you are more likely to get recognized or promoted and rewarded for your work. And not to mention, it's really fun, seriously. If you are someone who loves solving puzzles, building things, and seeing how technology works, the DevNet Associate course is a great fit. You will get to play with cool tools, write code, and see the immediate impact of your work. It's challenging, but also it is incredibly rewarding. So, the Cisco certifications are like a roadmap for building a career in IT, and they are designed to help you grow your skills and prove your expertise and open doors to new opportunities. So, no matter where you are in your journey, whether you are just beginning or a junior engineer or professional, there is a certification path tailored for you. So the first level is the entry level. If you are new to IT or networking, Cisco's entry level certifications are the perfect place to start. These are designed to give you a solid foundation and help you understand the basics of networking or security and even software development. So once you have got the basics down, it's time to level up. The associate level certifications are where things start to get interesting. These are for people who want to specialize in a specific area like networking or security or software development, for example. And there are 3 different certifications for this level at the time of recording this video. These are the Cisco Certified Network Associate, or CCNA, and this is the gold standard for networking professionals. It covers everything from network fundamentals to IP services and security and automation. If you are serious about networking, this is a must-have. The second certification is the Cisco Certified DevNet Associate. This is for the coders and the scripters, and for those that are enthusiasts about automation. It's all about network programmability and APIs and software development. So if you want to be at the forefront of where networking is headed, then this is the certification for you. And the last certification under the associate level is the Cisco Certified CyberOps Associate. So cybersecurity is huge right now, and this certification is your ticket into the world of threat detection and monitoring and response. If you are passionate about keeping networks safe, then this one will be for you. And by the way, you can always start your Cisco path from the CCNA level, so you don't need to start from the entry level. So once you have mastered the associate level, it's time to specialize. Cisco also offers a ton of specialist certifications that focus on specific technologies or job roles. These are great if you want to hone in on a particular area like collaboration or data center or wireless. So you must pass a core exam under any of the Cisco technology domain, such as enterprise or security or service provider. And then after that, the professional level. And this is for people who want to go deep into a specific area of expertise. And an example of this is the Cisco Certified Network Professional, or CCNP. And this is the next step after CCNA. It is for network engineers who want to design or implement and manage complex networks. You can specialize in areas like enterprise or security or service provider, etc. etc. There is also the Cisco Certified DevNet Professional, and the final one is the Cisco Certified CyberOps Professional. And this is for the cybersecurity pros who want to dive deeper into the threat analysis and incident responses and security operations. The next level is then the expert level, and this is for those who want to be recognized as leaders in their field. These are challenging, but they will set you apart as someone who truly knows their stuff. So an example of these qualifications, we have the CCIE, or the Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert, and this is the pinnacle of networking certifications. It is for experts who can design, implement, and troubleshoot complex networks. It's not easy, but it's one of the most respected certifications in the industry. There is also the Cisco Certified DevNet Expert. This is for the ultimate network automation and software development pros. If you want to be a leader in the world of network programmability, this is the certification to aim for. And then finally, we have the Cisco Certified CyberOps Expert. This is for the cybersecurity leaders who want to master advanced threat detection and security architecture. Last but not least is the Cisco Certified Architect, or CCAR, and it is the highest level of certification within Cisco's career certification program. It is designed for network architects who play a crucial role in translating business strategies into technical infrastructure requirements. Unlike other Cisco certifications, the CCAR is not just about technical knowledge. It focuses heavily on network design and business strategy and executive level communication skills. So candidate must be able to create complex networking solutions that align with the business objectives whilst ensuring scalability, security, and efficiency. And by the way, achieving the CCAR certification is a rigorous process. Unlike other Cisco exams, there is no standard written or lab test. Instead, candidates must present and defend a network architecture proposal before a panel of Cisco appointed experts. And to be eligible for CCAR, candidates must first earn the Cisco Certified Design Expert, or CCDE certification, which serves as a prerequisite. And the CCDE itself is a highly advanced certification that focused on network design principles, advanced routing, and security considerations. Most CCAR candidates have years of experience in the network industry and often working in enterprise environment or service providers or large-scale network consulting roles. So this is an overview of what we are going to cover in this course, and this will be based on the CCNA DevNet Associate syllabus. The software development and design section of the Cisco DevNet Associate exam is all about helping network engineers become comfortable with programming concepts that are essential for automation. Since this section makes up 15% of the exam, it is important to understand the basics of software development, even if you don't consider yourself a programmer. First, you will need to know about the data formats like XML, JSON, and YAML. And these are used a lot in networking, especially when working with APIs or automation tools. JSON and YAML, for example, are commonly used to send configuration data or response from APIs, while the XML is often seen in older systems. The exam also expects you to be able to convert or parse these formats into Python data structures so you can work with them in scripts. Another big topic is how software is developed. You will learn about different development approaches like Agile, Lean, and Waterfall. Agile, for example, is flexible and allows for constant updates, while Waterfall is more structured, with each phase completed before moving to the next. This helps you understand how software teams work so you can collaborate better. You will also see why test-driven development, or TDD, is useful, and it means writing tests before writing code, so everything is more reliable and less likely to break. And when writing code, organization is key. The exam teaches why it's better to break code into functions and classes and modules instead of writing one long script. This makes code reusable, easier to fix, and simpler to understand. You will also hear about design pattern like MVC, which stands for Model View Controller. And lastly, version control is a must-know skill. You will learn Git, which is a tool used to track changes in code. And the exam covers basic Git operations like cloning repositories, adding or removing files, and committing changes, pushing or pulling updates, and branching, merging, and handling conflicts. These skills help you work on automation scripts and collaborate with others. And that would help you avoid losing important work and have a backup of your work. So in summary, this section helps you build the fundamental software skills needed for network automation. You will be able to write better scripts, work efficiently with developers, and take full advantage of automation tools in modern networking. The second section makes up 20% of the test, so it is a crucial topic to understand. APIs stands for Application Programming Interfaces, and they are how software systems communicate with each other. And in networking, they are used for automation and integrating different tools. So this section ensures that you can interact with APIs effectively using Python and troubleshoot include common API related issues. So one of the first things that you will need to know is how to construct a REST API request. You will learn how to make GET, POST, PUT, and delete requests to retrieve or modify data. You will learn about webhooks, and webhooks are another important concept. These are like push notifications that allow one system to notify another when an event happens or occur. When working with APIs, you will need to consider constraints such as rate limits. This means how many requests you can make in a certain period. As an example, you will also need to look at the authentication requirements and data format expectations. And since APIs use HTTP or HTTPS, so understanding common HTTP response code like 200 for success or 404 for not found and 500 for server errors, for example, that helps you quickly diagnose any issues. You will also practice troubleshooting API problems by analyzing the response codes and request format. The exam also covers the structure of an HTTP response, breaking it down into parts like the status code and the headers and the body. Knowing these details will help you extract useful data from an API response. You will also compare different API styles such as REST and RPC. And by the way, RPC stands for Remote Procedure Call. And the final part of this section will focus on using Python's request library to make API calls. And this is one of the most practical skills because it allows you to automate tasks, pull information from APIs, and interact with network devices programmatically. This section overall prepares you to confidently work with APIs in real-world networking environments. Moving to the third section, which is the Cisco Platform and Development section, and it makes up 15% of the DevNet Associate exam, and it focuses on working with Cisco's various platforms. This part of the exam is all about understanding how Cisco devices and services expose APIs for managing networks and security and computing infrastructure. So a key skill here is writing Python scripts using Cisco SDK, and SDK stands for Software Development Kits, and they are pre-built tools that simplify interacting with the Cisco platforms. Next, you will explore Cisco's network management platforms such as Meraki, Cisco DNA Center, ACI, Cisco SD-WAN, etc., etc. And these platforms provide centralized automation and monitoring systems, and understanding their APIs helps in network automation. Similarly, Cisco offers compute management solutions like UCS Manager, which is used for managing servers and data center resources. You will also learn about Cisco security platforms like Firepower and ICE, and these security tools help protect networks and their APIs that allow for automated threat detection and policy enforcement. You will also need to know how to leverage Cisco DevNet resources such as sandboxes and learning labs. These are great tools for testing and learning about Cisco APIs. The last key topic in this section is the model-driven programmability, which includes Yang, RESTconf, and NetConf. These technologies are used to automate network configurations in a structured manner. Finally, you will need to write Python code to interact with Cisco APIs, such as retrieving a list of network devices from various Cisco platforms such as Meraki or DNA Center. So the application development and security section makes up 15% of the DevNet Associate exam, and it focuses on how modern applications are deployed and secured. To start, you need to understand edge computing. It is a model where data processing happens closer to the devices, generating the data rather than relying on a centralized cloud. Another key topic is the CI/CD, which is continuous integration, continuous deployment, which automate the software development process. These pipelines help teams build and test and deploy applications faster and with fewer errors. You will also need to be comfortable with Python unit testing, which ensures that code works as expected before deployment. Docker is another important tool in modern development, so you will learn how to interpret a Docker file and use Docker images and set up a local development development environment with containers. You need to understand how to protect secrets like API keys and passwords and secure data in storage and during transport. You will also explore how firewalls or DNS or load balancers and reverse proxies impact application security and availability. Also, a critical part of security is understanding OWASP threats such as cross-site scripting and SQL injections. Finally, you will need to work with bash commands for tasks like file management and directory navigation and handling environment variables, which are essential for automation and server management. So basically, this section wraps up with DevOps principles, which emphasize automation, collaboration, and continuous improvement in software development and IT operations. So moving down the list, the infrastructure and automation section accounts for 20% of the DevNet Associate exam and focuses on how automation and programmability improve network infrastructure management. So one of the foundational topic is model-driven programmability, which enables automation by defining network configurations in a structured way. Instead of manually configuring devices, engineers can use models like Yang along with protocols like RESTconf and netconf to automate configurations across multiple devices. And then also need to understand that automation is further enhanced through CI/CD pipelines, which streamline the process of updating infrastructure configurations just as they do for software applications. You will learn the concept of infrastructure as code, as it treats network infrastructure like software, and that allows it to be managed using version control and automation tools. We will cover Ansible, Terraform, and Cisco NSO to simplify configuration management and provisioning and orchestration. Another critical skill is interpreting the result of RESTconf and netconf queries, which provide structured data about network devices. And understanding basic Yang model is essential because they define how network configurations and operational data are structured. You will also need to interpret unified diffs, which highlight changes between two versions of a file, and that helps in code reviews and troubleshooting issues. Speaking of code reviews, you will need to understand the principles and benefits of a structured review process for better code quality and maintainability. Lastly, you will need to be able to interpret sequence diagrams that include API calls, which visually represent how different systems interact in an automated workflow. Finally, the network fundamentals section accounts for 15% of the DevNet Associate exam and focuses on the foundational networking concepts. This section dives into the essential of networking, giving you a solid foundation to understand how devices communicate and how data moves across networks. You will start by learning about MAC addresses and VLANs, what they are and why they matter, and how they help organize and secure network traffic. Then you will explore IP addresses, routers, and subnet masks and gateways, which are the backbone of how devices find and talk to each other on both local and global networks. Next, you will get familiar with key networking hardware like switches and routers and firewalls and load balancers, what each one does and how they work together to keep networks running smoothly. You will also learn how to read a basic network diagram so you can visualize how these components connect in real-world setups. The section also breaks down the different planes in networking, so you will learn about the management and data and control plane, which will help you understand how network devices handle certain tasks like configuration and forwarding traffic and making routing decisions. You will then explore essential IP services like DHCP, which assign IP addresses to end devices. You will learn about DNS, which translate domain names, and NAT, which helps with IP conservation, and SNMP for network monitoring and network management, and finally the NTP protocol, which stands for Network Time Protocol, and it's mainly used for time synchronization. You will also get to know common protocol ports like those used for SSH, HTTP, and HTTPS, so you can recognize how different applications communicate. Also, troubleshooting will be part of the mix too, as you learn to diagnose common connectivity issues caused by things like NAT problems or blocked ports, proxies, or VPNs. Finally, you will see how network constraints like bandwidth limits or latency or packet loss can impact or affect application performance. That will help you understand why some apps might run slowly or fail under certain network conditions. So, by the end of this section, you will have a well rounded grasp of how networks function and the key factors that keep them or break them. Okay, so preparing for the Cisco DevNet exam and a real world career in network automation requires a blend of theoretical knowledge and hands on experience. The exam itself focuses on topics like APIs, programmability, automation tools, and Cisco platforms. But passing it isn't just about memorizing facts, it's about understanding how these concepts apply in real world network environments. So, one of the best ways to prepare is through practical labs. Setting up a home lab, for example, or using the Cisco DevNet sandbox can help reinforce key concepts. Working with tools like Python, Ansible, and Postman while interacting with Cisco's APIs will help you and give you real hands on experience. It's also helpful to build small automation projects. This could be something as simple as writing a Python script to collect device data, or as advanced as automating network configuration using infrastructure as code. So, studying official materials like Cisco's DevNet Associate learning path, watching tutorials, and reading relevant books can provide a structured approach to covering the exam topics. However, don't just stop at studying. Engage with the DevNet community. Platforms like DevNet forums, GitHub, and LinkedIn groups are great place to learn from others. Share your progress and stay updated with industry trends. Finally, real-world careers in network automation require problem-solving skills. So employers are looking for engineers who can apply automation to solve real networking challenges, not just passing an exam. To bridge the gap, consider contributing to open source projects or experimenting with different APIs, and even documenting your learning journey through a blog or a GitHub portfolio. The more you build and break things in a safe environment, the more confident you will be when facing real world challenges. So, for those who are going to follow along with me, I will be using the following tools. I have included a couple of links in the video description below for those who would like to know how to install ieverything and VMware Workstation. So I will be using ieverything, VMware Workstation, GitHub, Ubuntu, and Cisco DevNet Sandbox and Visual Studio Code as well. So I want you to walk away from this course feeling confident, capable, and ready to tackle the DevNet Associate exam and beyond. And that's it, folks, for this video. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and turn notifications so you never miss our future tutorials and tech insights. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to drop a comment below. I read all your comments and I'm here to assist you. Remember, consistency and hands-on practice are key to success. So stay curious, stay inspired, and until next time, peace.